Hello students, today we will study about algae. We have been discussing the plant kingdom. So algae, these are the simplest plants. These are the simplest plant, and they carry out half of CO2, total CO2 fixation that is carried out on earth. Half of them are carried by algae. Their body is thallus, that means without any differentiation between stems, roots and leaves. They may be either unicellular or filamentous or colonial. They can be unicellular, filamentous or colonial. Unicellular like Chlamydomonas, filamentous like Ulothrix and Spirogera, and colonial like Volvox. Where do they live? Let us discuss about their habitat. So naturally they are aquatic and they are found on moist stones, soils and wood. They don't have vascular and mechanical tissues. They don't have vascular and mechanical tissues. Reproduction. It occurs by vegetative means, asexual means and also by sexual means. Asexual means and sexual means. So vegetative means by fragmentation, asexual means by spore formation. In the case of zoospores, carried by zoospores. Sexual means fusion of gametes leading to the formation of zygote, and but the gametes may be similar to each other, which is known as isogamous or homogamous. Isogamous or homogamous, as in the case of Spirogera. It may be anisogamous, that means both of them may be dissimilar, one small, one bigger, and what will happen? Male gamete will be more active than the female gamete. And here the example is Chlamydomonas. Now oogamous. Here the male gamete is active, small, but without food reserve. They don't have food reserve. Female gamete is inactive, that means passive, but they have food. They are laden with food, such as example colonial volvox, Chlamydomonas, isogamous, Spirogera. So these are the three examples. Do they have economic importance? They do have economic importance. Brown algae such as Fucus and Laminaria. What are they used for? They are used as rich sources of protein. Fucus and Laminaria are used as rich sources of protein. These are brown algae. Some other protein rich algae are Corella and Spirulina, and these are used by space travelers as food supplements. Corella and Spirulina are used by space travelers as food supplements, and brown algae such as fucus and laminaria are the sources of protein. Now Ascophyllum and Laminaria. Ascophyllum and Laminaria, they have antibiotic properties. They have antibiotic properties. They have antibiotic properties, and alginic acid, which is obtained from Sargassum and Fucus, it is used as emulsions. It is used as emulsions. So algae has its economic importance also. Brown algae such as Fucus and Laminaria are the rich sources of protein. Some rich brown algae such as Corella and Spirulina, they are used by space travelers as food supplements. Ascophyllum and Laminaria. Ascophyllum and Laminaria, these have antibiotic properties. Ascophyllum and Laminaria have antibiotic properties. And alginic acid, which is obtained from Sargassum and Fucus, are used as emulsions. Now we know that algae has been classified into three categories. What are those? Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae means green algae, Phaeophyceae means brown algae, and Rhodophyceae means red algae. We will discuss it. So let us discuss the characteristics of three of them, or the differences between three of them. Where is the habitat of green algae? Where is it found? It is found in fresh water, and it is subaerial. While brown and red algae, they are mostly marine. They are mostly found in sea. In condition of any unicellular species, how many unicellular species do three of them contain, or do the three of them have? So in context of unicellular species, green algae has abundant, brown algae doesn't have them, it's absent in brown algae, and in red algae a few unicellular species are present. In green algae it's abundant. In brown algae it's absent. In red algae a few unicellular species are present. What is the condition of chlorophyll? In case of green algae it's A and B. In case of brown algae it's A and C, and in case of red algae it's A and D. So in case of green algae it's A and B, in case of brown algae it's A and C, and in case of red algae it's A and D. What is the composition of the cell wall in three of them? So the green algae, it is made up of cellulose. Brown algae, it is made up of cellulose and algin. And red algae is made up of cellulose and polysulfate esters. That's an addition. Polysulfate esters. Now in the case of reserve food, what is the reserve food in green algae? It's a starch. In brown algae it's laminarin. And in case of red algae it's Floridian starch. In case of red algae it's Floridian starch. So the reserve food in green algae is starch. In brown algae it's laminarin, and in red algae it's Floridian starch. Fucoxanthin, it's a pigment. Is it found in green algae? It's absent. In brown algae it's found. But in red algae, there's another pigment by the name of phycoerythrin. Phycoerythrin. So, fucoxanthin, the pigment, is not found in green algae, but in brown algae it is present, and in red algae another pigment, phycoerythrin, is present. What about the zoospores? What about the zoospores? In green and brown algae, zoospores are present, but in red algae it's absent. The zoospores are present in green and brown algae, but in red algae it's absent. Examples of green algae are Spirogyra, Eulothrix, and Chlamydomonas. Spirogyra, Eulothrix, and Chlamydomonas. Example of brown algae are Sargassum, Ectocarpus, Laminaria, and Fucus. Sargassum, Ectocarpus, Laminaria, and Fucus. And the example of red algae are Polysiphonia, and Gelidium, and that's another one also, Prophyra. Polysiphonia, Gelidium, and Prophyra. Let's make a figure. This is the figure of Chlamydomonas, This is the flagella. This is the flagellum. Singular flagellum, plural flagella. Let's make another figure. Let's do it here. So this is holophast, here like a structure. This is this type. This is the photosynthetic leaf like a structure. Here it's known as frond. And it is the picture of laminaria. Figure of laminaria. It's the figure of laminaria. So we have the holophast which is attached to the stratum. This is the stipe, and this is photosynthetic leaf like a structure known as frond, F-R-O-N-D. So we have completed algae for you. In the next video we will concentrate on bryophytes.